All right, everybody, I'd like to welcome everybody to the show this morning. We're doing something a little different. We're going to go out off the ocean, off the beach, and we're going to do some inshore, near beach flounder jigging. I have my boss man, John Roberts, his brother, Lou Roberts, and his good friend, we got put up with him, Doug Mitchell, on the boat today.
Over here, I've got a couple of regular clients. I've got Brian Benoit and his son, Evan. We're sitting on mid-August. We've talked about this kind of fishery before. It starts early, really in March, April, we go offshore and catch them, but by May, they're near shore where the average small boater can get to these fish, and it lasts through what? How late do we catch these fish, Mike?
Up into November.
Usually,
all through the winter, really, if you want to go on offshore, but
you got to follow them back offshore if you want to keep on these fish, but through October, November, and after that, they start pushing back offshore. We're going to really stick to artificial baits today. Mainly, Mike's going to try something else out he's been working on. He'll show you today, but we're using different types of bucktails in the 1 to 2 ounce range. We're using usually a 15 to 20 pound braid or higher in case we hook into a grouper or something. Mike's got a really nice setup there, you know.
Yeah.
He's leaving me behind.
Got the Stella reel. We got a light northwest wind here. Perfect conditions. Let's go hammer them.
That's it.
We're going to fill the boats full of flounder today. We just dropped down. We haven't been here, what, 30 seconds? And look who's got him on. You boys better tighten up today.
Well, you notice he's driving the boat. He manages to put us right over the side of the ledge and he's on, you know.
I dropped it down and then told him, all right, it's time to drop.
Yeah.
About 16 inches, folks. Nice flounder. It didn't take 1 minute. All you do on this jigging technique is drop it to the bottom. See my lines going? It's about 45 foot here.
Dang it.
Had him on there, John? Now it's
I
on the
missed
bottom.
him twice.
I'm just jigging it up maybe 1 foot, just like that. Sometimes if you follow the bait down and hold it kind of tight, you'll feel them thump it. But a lot of times I'll just let it go slack and let it hit the bottom. It lets it fall quicker. I'm kind of feeling, if it feels like you're hung in the bottom, hung at all, you want to set the hook and reel at the same time. And you'll see that as we go throughout the day here.
It's a little one. He's a throwback.
The ledge here we're on runs straight offshore. What you want to do is we're calling this a power drift, or I'm using the motor. We're having a west current taking us this way. Every now and then I'm throwing this motor in reverse to keep us right over top the ledge. Sometimes I'll turn it. There he is right there. Lost him. But I'll turn the motor one way or the other and work down it. You gotta make sure you stay close to the structure. This is about a 3-foot ledge. If we start catching them off the ledge in the deep, I'll keep the boat in the deep. Or I'll keep me in the deep and I'll keep Lou and Doug on the front in the shallow where they're not at. Me and John will be in the deep.
Of course, Mike has the advantage of having seen all this ledge and everything from a scuba point of view, so he's got a little bit of an advantage on it. The thing about the flounder, if you miss him, you drop it right back and he'll chase it right back to you, I swear.
Most of the time he'll be on there before it hits the bottom.
Another little one, but he'll grow.
Sea bass. He's a keeper. Oh, that's a nice one. Nope. Say he's shaking side to side. That's either a sea bass or an oyster toad. I think it's a sea bass. Maybe not.
A mother-in-law. Isn't that what you call them, Mike?
That's what I call the size of these baits.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
Hatch there. That tail out there, the exact same size. That might be a keeper. Might be a keeper. Double heading them.
I'll tell you.
Jeff has one. That's 3 on at one time right here. Small one.
Unless we got another one hooked in the body somewhere. Slow him down.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Right at 15. Got him, John?
Yeah, got him on.
John's got him on.
I tell you what.
He's pushing 15, but not quite.
Not quite.
I'm going to show you guys why we like these Spro jigs. There's a lot of different jigs out here you can use, but these Spros, they come with a Gamakatsu hook to start with, which is super sharp. See that thing? I've been working this around the ledge for, let's see, 2 days now. That same jig, that's why it's lost a lot of hair. The other thing is they have a little wire keeper. When I put this bait on, thread it through, you take this wire keeper and shove up in the head of that bait, and that really helps hold that bait on. If it didn't have this, the bait would slide back on your hook like this here. That wire keeper keep it up there snug. And we're tying it on with some 60-pound. I would prefer fluorocarbon, but that's just regular 60-pound mono. You can see where that Spanish hit it earlier. He straightened it up. I'm gonna cut it off and retie this just in case we get that big flounder. It's another small one here. I don't think he's gonna keep. Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
tug on it. Small fish.
Small one there too. About 14 and
Yeah.
half there. Yours about 14. I got one about 13 inches. Oh, sea bass.
Is he a keep? Another small fish. Well, let these boys grow a little bit and they'll be fine. Well, when I was fishing down there in Mexico, Judy was hung, handed me the rod. She'd been hung 3 or 4 times, so I took it and I was just yanking on it, just yanking away. And finally it came loose and there was a fish on it. And I said, dang, there's a fish on it. Brought it up, it was a moray eel that was really pissed off because I'd been beating his head on the top of that reef. First thing he did was bit the fuel line when I brought him in the boat.
We just moved in just a little bit more, probably about a half mile in
There's got
from
one.
where we were. I mean, it was non-stop 2 or 3 at a time on and out there where we were, but there was a lot of throwbacks.
Oh, nice
Keeper?
fish. Yeah, we got a
Good
keeper.
job, Doug.
There we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, these are bigger fish here, I believe.
You need to tighten your drag a little bit, John.
Yeah, all right.
I would get the net for you, but
Yeah,
I got a flounder
I got a
on.
daggum oyster toad. Look at that.
Oh,
I'm
you know what I
telling you
have
what, she's a hoss.
to. Mother-in-law.
Look at that. Look at the head on that thing. There you go, check this one out.
Yeah.
Now that's a mother-in-law, what are a mother-in-law?
The Southern Hake.
How you spell it?
H-A-K-E. Flounder.
Look at that.
He might keep. Look at that. 3 at a time, boys. I think he's too small. John's a keep. Well, I'm gonna get this flounder. Oh, come on.
I got him over here. Let him go.
Bunch of small ones. You're
Yeah,
gonna lose a
small.
bunch of the small ones. We're actually right dead over top this ledge. If I go forward, it's gonna drop off the. Let me show you. See it? Now I have my scope. I'm zoomed in from 35 to 45 feet. I'm at a 10-foot scale off the bottom. This is regular. So that's what you'd be looking at. You can't hardly see it. Let me zoom in. See how it just dropped off to 48 feet? Doesn't take that ever slight drop off, 2 or 3 foot. Really shows you the detail of what you're fishing on the bottom.
Oh yeah, there we go. This is a little more respectable. Man, yeah, this is a nice one here.
Getting in or what?
Nah, well, okay, made him. All right.
Good fish,
The
John.
John and Doug comedy show.
Shook like a flounder.
Ah!
Man, that was a nice flounder.
Ah! That'll do it. Oh, now that's a nice fish, doesn't it?
That's about an 18 incher. There he is. Oh, that's a keeper. No, don't need no net. That might be the $10 flounder right there. Nah, he's about an 18 incher.
Oh my goodness. That's a nice one.
That's the biggest of the day so far. What we've done here is we moved offshore about 1.5 miles, 2 miles on another group of ledges. We're going to try this group of ledges, then we're going to hit some artificial reefs. Ryan's got him a flounder on.
This is a nice one.
You trying to beat my flounder or something?
Well, that's the object, ain't it?
Let me look at him.
Nah, he ain't beat it.
He's his brother. Same size.
His little sister. We caught him with a half a gulp, though. Look at that. Okay, boys, let's change baits.
No, this is a toadfish. Or a flounder.
Or not.
Probably about 70% keepers right now. While inshore it was about 10%. Had to move on out here to get some bigger fish.
Other than the size, you know.
What do we have here? Sea bass.
You would think they'd eat it.
Yeah, that's a nice one. About a 19 incher. Yeah, nice one.
Uncle Josh, the old time been around what, 40 years?
Yeah,
Old pig and jig.
pork rind.
That little piece is a pork rind. Of course, it's got a Berkeley Gulp residual left over ahead of it.
Nice fish. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick here. You can see this head. It's all split up and tore. There's no way of getting this thing to hang on that little catch piece of wire. So what I'm gonna do is a little trick here. Bait's still a good bait. Just cut the tail off, hook him backwards. That's the natural way of a shrimp getting away from something any way. I mean, now he'll just look like he's backing off, jumping away from him.
Folks, we have switched over. The cameraman has jumped on board with us over here. I think you got a sea bass or something. Yeah, that's a nice sea bass. Oh, we got about 13-inch sea bass. Nice one. And we're gonna try to catch a few more flatties. The pretty sea bass hit that bucktail there. He's a keeper. They've gone to 12 inches on those sea bass south of the Cape. So it's hard for us to get some good sized ones. That one's about 13 and a half inches. That and our flounders, our summer southern flounder, doesn't matter which species it is. If you catch them out in the ocean out here and you're north of Brown's Inlet, you're allowed 8 per person per day and they gotta be 15 inches. So until any regulations change. But the sea bass, that's still 12 inches on the sea bass. You'll encounter a few of them. I think we've got maybe two keepers.
Two, I think, keepers, yeah.
2 keepers. You don't catch a whole lot of those small sea bass on those jigs. You'll catch one every now and then. Sometimes you'll snag one. But if you do encounter them, they're usually decent sized sea bass. So let's see if we can get a few flatfish in the boat. There we go. What we got here? There's a flounder there. That's a decent one.
That's decent.
Look at that. He just spit it right out for us.
Yeah, I know.
He's about 14.5 to 15. He might make the mark.
They're compliant like that. Once you get them in the boat, they spit the hook out.
Let's see what we got here. Maybe not. He's not too bad. Oh, look at that. Oh, where's the net at? I tried to flip that when he was about 15.25. He fell off and stayed on top of the water for a 5 count. Mike's got him on over there. Oh, Mike's doing the squat dance. If that's a flounder, she's over 4.
Well, I guess. Whoa.
Oh, man. Oh, man, he did it to us, guys.
Yeah.
All right, drop him down. So the fish gods even throw Mike a bone every now and then. 3.78. Folks, that's AR 342. We've got a really nasty storm coming, so we just left some of the areas we were on, and
A1, see, man.
we're stopping on AR 342 as we pass through here. We can see if the storm passes by or not. They've been catching some decent fish around AR 342. There you go. That's to get them turned.
Yeah.
Get them turned. You got them out.
There we go.
Is he quivering?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
it's
flounder.
quivering.
Nice one there. Good one there. About 16 inches anyway. Definitely try little short twitches here. You don't want to come far off the pipes. You want to kind of bounce it right along the edges of the pipes. They'll lay on these pipes and they'll lay sideways on them, vertical on them. Flounder there. Would you put a big pogey down there? Turn him, it might be a group.
There we go. Fish on.
No? All right. Flounder there.
Yeah, it's flounder.
Slow down. There's a keep there. Nice one. Oh yeah, that's cracking over our heads now.
Yep.
I hadn't seen any lightning yet. Oh, what we got here? Another flounder. Shorty. He spit it right there. Did you guys have a good time today?
Yep. Yep.
Well, it's about 5 o'clock. We're back here at Swansboro. We got about 3 hours in this morning, and we had that bad storm come up. We came to the dock, went and got some lunch, and went back out for about 3 more hours. We got a good 6 hours of fishing in today. These guys whooped us over here.
No, we didn't.
No, we probably, I don't know. Good God. We've got our limit. We had 8 people total on board. I got a couple of my crews just taking off on me here. We had 8 people on board. We're allowed 64 flounders. We kept our 64 flounders and threw back probably another 75 to 100 smaller flounders. And it's on fire, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah, this is probably a little bit above average. We've had a strong southwest wind there for a couple of weeks, and it's shoved a lot of these flounders in here. I say in here in Onslow Bay, along the beaches. All the ledges, Lou's been fishing down off the topsail, haven't you, Lou?
Off top.
Doing good off the topsail. I mean, he's got his limit every time he goes out. Myself and Jeff, we've limited out every day we were going out this past week. 4 or 5 over 3 pound up there. Yeah, I won the bet, boys.
Yeah, you got it. You got it today. That's all we're doing is 2-ounce bucktails with 4-inch Berkeley Gulp paddle tails and Berkeley Gulp shrimp, and jigging them off these live bottoms, artificial reefs. We stopped on AR 342 today, a popular reef. They were there, and a bunch of nearshore live bottoms. Anything within about 5 miles of the beach, you just got to work it, work it, work it. If you find one, mark them, go back and fish it. They're out there. This is going to last until, sometime in October, November. These fish are going to start pushing offshore sometime in November, back offshore to winter over. So, if you don't have a boat and you want to go, give us a shout. If you got your own boat, we'll see you on the water.